All right, another favorite. Yes, Nick Stone. So good, such a good author. So the book that I want to highlight is Dear Justice over here, but it is actually the sequel to Dear Martin. So there's a little bit of context for this one. So since it's the sequel, Nick Stone didn't actually plan on writing Dear Justice. So the reason that she did is because when she started meeting so many young people, when Dear Martin became so popular in 2018, she realized that the Quan Bank story, this one in Dear Justice, needed to be told to share the perspective of just so many young people in America. So for background, in Dear Martin, Justice McAllister is a high school senior who goes to this predominantly white school, and he starts writing letters to Dr. Martin Luther King after he has this dangerous encounter with a racist police officer. So, and in the letters, he processes his feelings about what occurred, and then, of course, spoiler alert, the issue escalates, and he ends up in court, and it's risking, I mean, that's not the worst thing that happens in the book. There's a lot of drama that is, oh, it's so sad. But anyway, so he gets up in the court, and then it's like this issue where he's also trying to apply for Yale at the same time. And it's like, is that risking it? And it's like, he's been trying to do everything right. And it's, and he's going to Yale. And it's like, is there any way to like escape this craziness of this world and this racism? So it's a really good book. So then, but enter in Dear Justice over here. So Justice went to Yale, but like, how many of us are going to Yale? Like, and that's what the story of Vernell Laquan Banks is about. So he's another young man from the same neighborhood, and Vernell ends up in court because his fingerprints were on a gun that was found at a crime scene. But that's it, and they lock him up for these fingerprints. But what evidence was there? And so the book gets into that about evidence. So this book is about letters too, but it's letters between Quan, who's in the detention center, and then Justice from the first book, who did indeed make it to Yale. So they discuss the justice system, and it covers a lot of actual laws and how there's disparities and how they're enforced, and how the law actually really does call for the exoneration of a lot of young Black men who are locked up who shouldn't be. And the book is about how they go about trying to find justice for Quan, who does not deserve to be locked up for the 20 years for something that wasn't even proven. So basically, so even though Justice has resigned himself to it, it also gets into that, you know what I mean? It's like something like it's a fate, and it's so them going back and forth. So anyway, it's a book worth getting fired up about, and it now adds kind of new insights, not only on the broken justice system, but like I think it kind of covers what's next and talks about the direction we can go to correct it. And that's kind of like what the two young men kind of figure out. So I loved it. Check it out. But also I got to say, Nick Stone, I love Nick Stone. I actually really loved Odd One Out. I mean, that's more of like a love triangle situation. And then Clean Getaway is another one that just came out. She just wrote Shuri, which she's been writing a ton. And Dear Martin, I think, was her first book. So she's just knocking them out. So check out Nick Stone. Check out Dear Justice. I don't think you'll regret it. Enjoy.